Now you've got what I call slightly a chicken wing.
Have I? What, out or in?
Out, which is...
That's not good, is it?
No, because when you...
You've ruined my day.
This game has ruined my life. Yeah, so you're like that.
Really?
So what's happening is that's why you're here.
I'm going across.
Yeah.
So can you straighten me up then?
Yeah.
Would you would now straighten me up?
Yeah.
Like you, okay. So just do what you do in a lesson.
Okay, now you need to be, your arm needs to be there in line with the cue.
What?
Now you're straight down the line of the cue.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I was forcing your arm.
That felt so unnatural.
And that's why this is a good tool. Also, videoing yourself. Because if you, when you look back at this, you'll think, oh yeah, he was right. I have got a little bit of a chicken wing. Not as much as you used to have.
Does that matter so much?
It does, because what happens is, under pressure, if you've got it there, then the chances are you could go like that. Or if it's there, you're going to go like that. If it's there, you can't go like that.
Look at Mohammed Sufi. He's like that.
Yeah, but he's...
Or Chris McCready.
Yeah.
Freaks, right? They can do it.
Natural ability.
Natural.
Yeah, natural ability.
So we're talking about those of you that love the game, you want to get better, but maybe you haven't got that amount of talent, you know, of some of the top players, so you're going to have to change something in your technique, right, to make you a better player.
Correct. And more importantly, practice. These guys don't get, you mentioned Mohammed Sufi, Shane Van Boening, even the #1 snooker player, Judd Trump. He doesn't, he lines up and then just twitches at the end.
Brings his cue into where he wants to hit the cue ball, right?
Exactly. That's because #1, it's natural ability. #2, he's done it since he was 5 or 6 years old. So, but he was practicing 8-10 hours a day.
But so was I. Why am I not like Judd Trump? I started with a chicken wing, but I've never got better.
That's natural ability. That's when it comes down to natural ability. And
I had the hard work, but I didn't have the talent.
And I'm sure you weren't practicing. I know I didn't used to practice 8 hours a day. And I took this game very seriously in the 1990s. Or not this game, but snooker.
I mean, I'm sure for players growing up now, it's a lot, easier, for example, because, if I wanted to learn something, I had to go and buy Steve Davis's book or rent it from the library. If I wanted to video myself, I used to carry a great big camcorder with me, and it took me 2 hours to set it up, and the light was rubbish, and you have to then change from that video of that cassette onto a bigger cassette to then watch it back. It really was a chore, right? But now with phones, every phone has got a great camera on it now, and it's so much easier just to set it up on a tripod. And correct yourself, right?
People might think, what an idiot. Okay, but I remember Peter Repton, when we were playing on the Pro-Am, it was actually the amateur circuit then, he used to turn up full in gear, waistcoat, dicky bow, and people think, what an idiot. Well, I used to think, what an idiot, like we're all in T-shirts and jeans.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm a big believer in that. I actually mentioned it in my last video, but go ahead and tell us.
He was professional from even in the amateur days. He took it very, very seriously. And good luck to him, he ended up being the world champion. So...
I've always said, John, if you can practice as near to the conditions as possible that you're going to play in, that prepares you better.
Yeah, correct.
If you're going to go into a race to 9 tournament, you don't want to be playing races to 25. You want to be playing races to 9, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be wearing earpods because you can't wear earpods when you're playing in a tournament. I'm a big believer in this where, Peter Francisco, we had Peter Francisco at our club in Clacton-on-Sea. He was our pro.
Yeah.
And he would come dressed. If he had a tournament coming up, he'd come at the time that he knew he'd be playing.
Yeah.
He'd come dressed in all the proper gear that he knew he'd have to wear.
Yeah.
He would take a break after 4 racks, like the interval, the mid-session interval, and he would practice as near to the conditions as possible. even down to the, getting the new set of balls out, and okay, not a new cloth every time because that just didn't happen
of
back
course.
then. But that's very important, isn't it?
But that's also total professionalism. Peter Ebdon, total professional. He might have looked silly coming along in his full regalia in an amateur tournament, but he went on to be world champion. He took
And
it
now
very
Sean
seriously.
Murphy's coach, by the way.
Yeah, and now Sean Murphy's coach, who also got in the final of the. So you've got to, number one, make sure everything is right, because and
So get on the line of the shot.
yeah,
Get
Pre-shot
the solid
routine.
stance.
Yeah.
Solid bridge.
Yeah.
No chicken wing.
no,
Like me. Don't do as I do. Do as he says. Right. So I've got my chalk out. I'm on line. I've got my chalk out. I'm on line of the shot. Let's say. Right. So I need this black to win. So I remember Steve Davis actually. He'd do a thing where before he came to the table, he'd take a sip of water
Yeah.
every single time out of his glass,
Yeah.
put it on the table,
yeah,
walk to the table at a certain pace, stand behind the shot, chalk his cue, as you just said. He would, and even on when this is the last ball, you still have to know what you're going to do with the cue ball. Are you going to
Correct,
stop
yeah.
it? Are you going to run it through? Are you going to draw it back? So that you're in control of that one as well, right? But here's a question for you.
yeah.
There's lots of conversations that you hear. What ball am I looking at when I strike that 8 ball? I personally look at the object ball.
Yeah, it's all about when you're feathering it. Okay, and you might hear a commentator say he's got good timing,
Yeah.
and that's not timing. That's timing of his eyes, because what they're doing as you're feathering it. So cue ball, object ball, cue ball, object ball, cue ball, and then look. So as you're looking at the object ball, you make your eyes move to the object ball.
And
Okay,
that's why Davies put the pause in, right?
Yeah.
To give him that
To make-
little bit of time to
to
flick
start
the
looking.
eyes from the
Yeah.
cue ball.
Now-
Now there was a survey done of the top 16 pool pros.
Yeah.
8 of them, it might have been 9 actually, looked at the white, including Jason Shaw. How do you explain that?
Again, that's a fine point. I mean, when I teach people that, but that's getting further down the road to the initial lessons. But I find they start missing the balls when they start moving their eyes forward.
There's another thing about pausing at the cue ball as well. I've
Yeah.
never been able to do that.
It depends on the shot. If I'm playing a screw shot, I pause.
Really?
Yeah.
At the cue ball?
Yeah. I'm not at the cue ball.
No, I'm talking about pausing at the cue ball.